Libra, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Libra, I'm going to be doing your reading from November 17th to the 23rd. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future, clarify all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Libra, as you know, this is a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. If it does resonate with you, then absolutely good for you. Now, dear Libra, I want to thank to each and every one of you for being here. I greatly appreciate you and welcome you into the house of Renaissance. Libroski. So I'm saying some CLC shit. Okay, so Libra, your challenge is the High Priestess, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Your challenge with the High Priestess, Libra, this actually gives me this energy of you having a lot of question marks above your head. The High Priestess is this secretive energy that, you know, she hides things or she knows a lot of things but doesn't say a lot of things. So for many of you, you could be on a very deep, serious, specific spiritual journey. And there is this question marks that you have. You might be trying to either meditate or do breath work, hint, hint, following my advice, or you're just kind of like in this deep investigation of like trying to understand a specific situation. You're definitely tapping into your spirituality as well. And there is question marks that you have, big question marks that you want to gain some answers to. We're going to clarify this and see why this is your challenge in a second. In the recent past, you have the Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Libra, in the recent past, I do see here many of you being in a relationship with someone, possibly with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, could have been a Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like in the recent past, for many of you in this relationship, felt like you were being breadcrumb. Someone here was not equally investing into this relationship, right? With the Six of Pentacles, it's like as if almost you had to beg for this person to, reciprocate the type of love that you were sharing with them. And for many of you with the Seven of Cups, I do see here that you felt kind of like confused. You felt like you didn't know what was the next action that you needed to take. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, dear Libra, you have the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Six of Cups, excuse me. So in the present moment, for a lot of you, there is a conflict that actually, still exists between you and someone else. There was an ending between you and another person that didn't end well. And I feel like that the Six of Cups has been coming up in almost every sign, and there is a lot of success stories, or just in general stories, that someone here might be attempting to come back around to have a conversation about this conflict. Now, if you feel like that you're like, you know what, I don't want this person, whatever, I feel like this person might just want to have that conversation, because the Six of Cups here is telling me there is a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories coming up also from this person's end towards you. And this is always about a past person resurfacing. And the Five of Swords, there is a conflict that you're aware of that existed between you and someone else. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the near future, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Star, and the Seven of Wands. So in the near future, I feel like that someone here is going to put in the efforts, whatever hopes you have, whatever wishes you have. Someone seems to be, it does take them a lot longer. I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it does take this person to really finally come around and like realize that they need to put in the hard work. And as you can see with the Three of Pentacles, build something with you, right? You have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this person is going to be invested into this relationship, but this is someone that's very stubborn. This person is very stubborn, or they kind of like have to kind of let go of some of the things from their ego. What you don't see coming here is the Ace of Pentacles, okay, at the bottom of the deck. So the offer is going to be there, but it's just a matter of how long and how fast it is going to take to kind of really build this connection on a solid ground. Now, and you have a lot of questions about this person. So let's talk about the Queen, the High Priestess as your main challenge, and clarify the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, like I said, a lot of big questions, dear Libra, above your head in regards to this person. So the High Priestess is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Magician. Are you manifesting? Just hold on 1 second. Are you manifesting this Ace of Wands, Libra? Because I feel like you are, honey. Libroski, Ace of Cups for you. Never mind. But I feel like that for many of you, the questions that you have with this person, you definitely are kind of going back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth, trying to decide if you should completely and absolutely focus on your financial independence with the Nine of Pentacles, or if you're going to have a brand new beginning with this person. You know this is someone that's an avoidant. Cross-watcher if that's not you. If you're someone that you're watching this for Libra, and you're not a Libra, but you're a Libra's person, if you were not an avoidant, please don't take it personally. I feel like with the Four of Cups, you know this person tends to kind of shut down emotionally or closed up. So this is why your big questions here that you have is like, is it really worth it, or is it really the right time for me to really even initiate anything with this person? For many of you, you could be starting a new business, a new project. You could be starting a new financial endeavor, or wanting to increase your financial situation, improve it, and make it better. And for many of you, you're really kind of like going back and forth and wondering if that's the right thing to do. And in order for you to understand that, you are paying attention to your dreams. There is something here about you either seeing things in your dream, Libra, signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, that's kind of like giving you the confirmation. You know, you may still feel like that you're going to end up being with this person, but I feel like this is a situation where you're not wanting to force anything, right? You're just wanting to focus on what's important for you and not rush into making decisions. And you being a Libra, I know Libras very well. You may take your sweet time to kind of go back and forth and decide, because you tend to look at the situation from all angles, from all perspectives. That's why you're kind of in this place of, I don't know what to do right now. And you're turning within yourself. You're turning within your spirituality, your intuition, trying to understand first place, why did this person come into my life and what do I need to do? So the Two of Cups in the recent past, I feel like that you and this person, when you both met, there was a very strong chemistry, instant connection. So Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Strong feelings. I feel like that this person, when you both met, it was actually, like, as you can see, the Knights are actually meeting each other, right? You are the Knight of Swords, Libra. Very passionate, very outgoing, very sociable. This person, when you both met, I feel like it's like it was very difficult to fight the emotions and the feelings for how you truly felt towards them. For some of you, you could have dealt with the person who also had some drinking habits, right? With the Knight of Cups here, someone here maybe was a drinker, or maybe alcohol was the problem. Doesn't have to be, could be anything else. But never mind. I feel like that you and this person shared a very strong chemistry and bond together. Could have been age differences as well. Now, the Six of Pentacles in the recent past, like I said, is that you kind of started feeling that maybe you were being breadcrumb, or this person was not really reciprocating equally towards you. So it's clarified by the King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the King of Cups. Some of you are dealing with the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, possibly another air sign. For many of you, I feel like that, you and this person stopped talking to each other. Do you want me to prove that to you? When you look into the Four of Swords, you see the two kings. One king is looking the other way. The other king is looking completely the other way. King, queen, not a gender specific, could be same sex, could be opposite sex. It's just the energy and the story, dear Libra. I know you are not judgmental, so I'm totally fine with sharing that with you as well. I mentioned that in every sign anyways. So, for a lot of you, I think that you and this person kind of started feeling disconnected from each other, pulling back, pulling away, stop talking to each other, emotionally shutting down, and you have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. So this situation, it looks like it came to an end, okay? Now, there was a lot of confusion. I think the way that this situation ended, Libra, it did create a lot of questions. It did create a lot of confusion between you and this person, as if, how did it even happen? Okay, so I feel like that for many of you, like, you were in shock when the situation ended. So the Seven of Cups in the past is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Swords. What did I just say? like I said, you were in shock. There was a lot of sadness, right? We can see with the Five of Cups is looking very, very sad. And then the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords here and the Three of Wands, dear Libra, is telling me that for many of you, you kept maybe waiting for this person. Waiting and waiting and waiting, and you were trying to understand, understand, and deeply just really contemplate and have this clear understanding. Why did this person act this way towards me? Why did it end all of a sudden? Okay, for many of you, I think it was very disappointing the way that it ended. There was this immense amount of like feeling of loss, as if this situation, you know, the way that it turned out to be. Now, let's talk about the present. And there might have been a third-party situation, by the way, as well for some of you. Doesn't have to be the Moon Cancer energy some of you are dealing. I feel like that, just one second, I feel like that what I'm strongly getting here with the Seven of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, Libra, you maybe found out something in the past, okay, that there was a third party. Maybe you had some suspicions going on in regards to this person, and it came out to be true, okay? Now, let's talk about the King of Cups in the present moment. I feel like this person is kind of like maturing enough to have a conversation with you, or wanting to initiate a conversation with you. So let's clarify the King of Cups. Okay, so Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Chariot, Cancer energy, and the Page of Swords. So, dear Libra, this person seems like wanting to initiate a conversation. And it's a very interesting combination right here because, you know, Temperance is about making peace, wanting to make amends, wanting to mend things. And then the Chariot is about leaving the past behind. This is the Chariot, and moving forward, right? So I was kind of picking up on that energy because right after when you look at this, the King of Cups is looking to the Five of Swords, right? So it's like almost as if this person is wanting to either acknowledge or take accountability or show you that they are wanting to have a conversation about this and resolve this and create peace, you know. So let's talk about the Five of Swords for you, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So might be a Leo energy here. You might be dealing with a Leo. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for you. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Emperor, and the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person wants to start over with you. They want to start all over. They want to have a brand new beginning. And they want to move on from drama, right? With the Six of Swords, I feel like when you look at this, it shows the choppy waters on this side. So there might have been some sort of a drama between you and this person, dear Libra. Could be dealing with an Aries, by the way. This person wants to move on. They want to leave the past in the behind. They want to move forward. And of course, we're not here to put our finger on anyone or like to sign bash or to put anyone down. I just feel like that this person is finally maturing, and that's the reason why they're coming up. They're stepping into the power. They're like wanting to be that person that takes accountability and ownership. This is one of the reasons why they're going to actually show up for you in the near future and want to confess their life. So let's clarify the Six of Cups for you in the near future. I'm also getting here, Libra, this person might be wanting to kind of like maybe send you a gift, okay? Or maybe like this person might try to hit you up because they missed out on your birthday gift, which happened recently. So it's clarified by the Justice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cannot make this up. Nobody can make this up. I'm saying this is you, Libra. Justina, you know? So you're on this person's mind because they want to come back to you. The Page of Pentacles and the Lovers. Your readings, I swear to God, your readings has been insane. I did your readings on the membership set for all signs the other day. It was literally like the best out of all the signs. I'm just saying. So Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Justice. This person wants to make things right with you because they want to create peace. They want to create like equality, and they see with somebody that's very reliable, that they can actually have a relationship with. Could be Gemini as well, doesn't have to be, but with the Lovers, I do strongly feel like here that there is a very strong bond and connection between you and this person. This is insane. Like, this is literally insane. Like, when this person shows up and when it happens, you come and you tell me, you know, and there is a lot of success stories on the community posts that I share also with people. So let's talk about the Three of Pentacles, the Star, and the Seven of Wands in the near future. Okay, so this person is going to want to work things out with you with the Three of Pentacles. There is a very cooperative energy. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Devil. This person is going to want to reunite with you. And I'm going to say one thing, not going to resonate with everyone. One of the ways that this person is going to want to reunite with you is also like maybe to get laid with you, because the sexual connection is very strong. Yes, I said it. You know, there is a very strong reunion energy, very strong sexual, physical energy and connection. The Devil doesn't always mean, oh my gosh, it's bad, it's bad. There's no bad card in tarot. But you and this person are aware, both of you, that there are certain things that need to be transformed and changed. The Devil here, on the other hand, kind of indicates that, for example, besides the sexual chemistry and the connection, the bond and the tie, that if there is anything that needs to transform, a lot of it has a lot to do with the Ace of Cups and the Devil. It's like, how is this person expressing their love towards you? Maybe you want to have a conversation with that, right? What are the ways that, for example, you can have a conversation with your person? What are the ways that we can actually improve our communication or express ourselves in love? You know what I mean? So that's one of the major things here for you, dear Libra, that's going to happen. And like I said, there is a strong reconciliation energy with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups, right? So there is a desire here for reunion. Now, the star in the near future, this is talking about that there is a lot of hope. There is big hopes, there is a wish, there is a desire here to make something work. And like I said earlier, this person is kind of very stubborn. Like they seem to be very, it's hard for them to admit something or to go for it, but they do. They're going to do it anyways. So it's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, there is cooperative energy here. I do see here you communicate, you specifically with the Queen of Swords, clearing up the air, the question marks that you had. I think this person is going to really make it very clear towards you where they're standing in this relationship, or where they see this moving forward. For many of you, I am strongly getting that, you know, this is going to take off very fast in the near future. It is going to start taking off fast. I feel like that with the Eight of Wands, once you really clearly communicate what you truly want, what you're looking for in this relationship, I'm getting here with the Three of Pentacles, a lot of cooperative energy and wanting to work things out with you, okay? Building something. You could be either starting a business with this person, starting something very significant. So let's clarify the Seven of Wands for you. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. You know, one of the things that I see here, this person kind of struggling, but I think they're going to do that. Now, Two of Wands, why is this person going to act like it's a struggle for them? Let me tell you something. Look, why is this person going to act like, oh my gosh, Libra, it's difficult for me? First of all, for some of you, there is a long distance connection. Do you see the Two of Wands, the world in this person's hand? Long distance relationship. Maybe this person has to move, has to drive. That's for some of you. Other than that, there is something about this person like finally deciding to come out of their comfort zone, right? Because they can't constantly stay on top of the castle between these two columns and just look into the world, like look into the globe. Like they got to go out there and put in the efforts, right? Make some efforts. So this is about you just like really, that's why you're going to be communicating with this person. What are the things that they need to do? Like you're going to be the one that's going to basically be having the upper hand and the big boss here, and let them know how can we navigate through this relationship and this connection successfully. Because this is somebody actually that has a little bit of or maybe a lot of fear when it comes to commitment or marriage, right? When you look at the Knight of Pentacles and the Moon, Knight of Pentacles is kind of standing still and looking to the Moon. It's like the Moon talks about fears and doubts and all that. So this person has those fears and it's kind of like it's slowing them down. But you will be the one, I think, that when to really step into your power and you also come across with this energy of like, this is what I want. Like I'm not like lowering the standards. Like I know what I want, right? Let's reevaluate and redefine with the Seven of Pentacles. What is it that we can do to actually improve our relationship and our connection? And then what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about this brand new beginning. Now let's get the advice. Let's see, what is the advice for you, dear Libra? What do you need to know? I told Aquarius and Gemini as well, literally, something was kind of holding me back from like doing the air signs readings, but I was like, I'm gonna do this anyways. You know, I am recording later in the day, so the lighting is a little different, but it's still good, right? The lighting, how is the lighting, guys? So the advice for you here is the King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Wands. The conflict here that has actually existed, you do have a lot of questions, like I said earlier. Were there other people involved in it? Why did this happen? So the advice for you here with the King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So your biggest piece of advice here, dear Libra, has a lot to do with you seeing the future clearly. You know, Wheel of Fortune is about abundance. It's a good card that it came out finally. It's a blessing. It's a turning point. And I think that something is going to finally shift for you, and you're going to see very clearly. There is also something here about your abundance was being blocked, or your financial success was being blocked, or something happened to your money, right? With the King of Pentacles, which is the richest man, richest king in tarot, and then you have the Eight of Swords. Something was kind of hindering your way. I think you're going to start seeing very clearly, and this has a lot to do with the High Priestess. Now, this is my intuition, my knowledge, and also with tarot, what I'm going to tell you right now. Libra, a lot of times when we are choosing a partner or choosing people to come into our lives, you know, those people, their energies, they can have some sort of an effect and an influence on our financial success. They really can. I don't know if it's somebody's energy of them just having a poverty mindset, or they're constantly complaining or something like that. You know, we want to make sure that also like you want to make sure that this person is on, like they have an abundant mindset, that they're not complaining about money. They're not being greedy. They're not holding back. You know what I mean? And that's something that you're going to figure out, or maybe you already know about this. But the biggest piece of advice is literally that, because your financial stability, your ability to get a mega house, mega home, is very much directed to also this person as well. Okay, not that if you don't end up with them, you can have those. You can have them either way. But I feel like that this is about you also opening your eyes to that, right? Those some of your biggest questions. If you're questioning, you know, why am I choosing financial abundance and just focusing on myself, or am I wanting to make an offer to this person? You're just patiently waiting. And I think the advice for you is to continue to work on your business and on your money. And when they come around, then you will see, like, how do you want to proceed forward with this person, okay? So dear Libra, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you so much. Hope that you have an amazing week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.